All right, and welcome to Zero Outages series of training videos. This video will focus on our co-managed access to Zero Outages appliances through our Zoom portal. So as you can see in the video here, where there are 3 steps in order to get remote co-managed access to the appliances. And this is done to ensure security for both our partners and our customers. Now, this essentially gives us 2-factor authentication to any device, and thus ensures a high level of security for remote access and admin privileges to the devices. Now, you'll see that in the diagram here, we have several devices. We have a remote Zio device, and then we have a local Zio device. We also have RDP server set up within the customer's local area network through a firewall. What we're going to do is we're going to be establishing an RDP session to the RDP server within the local network. And this is done through a forwarded IP address. So, for example, let's just say that we have an address that we have set up, and when connecting to that address via RDP client, it will connect to the RDP server, and the person who wishes to do the remote management will be able to access the server that way. So, once you're able to log in to the RDP server, that is the first step, is connecting to the RDP server within the customers or within the organization. Once you connect to that server, you then want to log in to the Zoom portal from that server. So once you're able to connect to the RDP server here, you then want to open up a browser, preferably Chrome. Is the recommended browser for access to the Zoom portal, and then you're going to log in to the portal from that RDP server. And once you do that, you'll go into the Devices tab and then access the device configuration button within that tab in order to access the device. So let's take a look at what all of that looks like. So the first step is going to be to connect to the device, and so that's through the RDP client. So this is Microsoft Windows standard RDP client, and so we're going to looks like any regular remote desktop connection. You're going to put in the computer IP address, in this case whatever the XXX20 address is. And then you're going to put in the user name, the account name that's set up on the RDP server that you're going to connect to. All right. So once you've completed that connection, you're going to open up a new window for web interface, and then you're going to log into the Zoom portal. Now, we have another video that details how to log in and access the Zoom portal, so we won't go into that here. But let's assume that we've logged in, and now we're going to be accessing, looking to access a particular device. So we're here, we want to go to the Devices tab, and then you want to scroll down to find the device that you want to log into. So let's say we want to log into East XR2. So we'll click on that particular device, and then we'll see here in the standard device information window that there's an option for configuring the device. That's the device configuration button right here. And so what you want to do is you want to click on that button, highlight it, and then click on it. And this will take you to a login screen. Now, again, this screen is only going to work if you are logged into the RDP server. If you're logged into the RDP server within the organization's network that you're looking to manage, then by clicking on that and then clicking on this link, it will go ahead and open up a connection for you for that device. All right. So what happens is once you click on this, you'll get a prompt, and that prompt will look something like this if you're using Chrome. and so you have to allow this type of connection. So you would click on Advanced, and then you click on Perceive to the device. And once you proceed to the device, you'll see this window automatically will log you in to this, and you'll see this window right here. Now this is the home page for managing the device directly. So you can make any changes you wish to the device directly from this interface. We'll go into details on making changes to the Zeo devices directly in additional videos, but this is the standard process for getting co-managed access to the device. Now, once you're into the Zoom portal, I'm going to show you how you can access the other devices as well. So once you're in the Zoom portal within the RDP server, you can then access remote devices as well by going through the site-to-site tunnels. So if we have multiple devices that are connected through site-to-site tunnels to remote networks, remote branch offices, remote store offices, or retail locations, or remote medical practices, whatever it may be, once you log into an RDP server at one of the locations, you will be able to then manage any of the devices at any of the locations from that single RDP server by going through the site-to-site tunnels. All of that routing will already be in place, and so as long as the RDP server has its gateway pointed and able to go through the Zeo UBM that's local to that particular site, then you should be able to easily access all of the remote Zeo devices. You can test that from the RDP server by doing a ping to the LAN interface of any of the remote sites, and as long as you can ping the LAN address of the Zeo device at any of the remote sites, you will be able to manage that device as well. All right, thank you very much for viewing this video. If you have any questions, please reach out to our support department, and have a great day.